Hi everybody, this is Avalon from Crafts Direct, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can make this embroidered leaf canvas. Now if you don't have much experience with embroidery or stitching, no worries at all. We're going to use one simple stitch and I will show you in this video how you can do it. To begin, you will completely cover the front and the sides of the canvas in your paint that's called Cloudy Day. Wait for the paint to completely dry, and then you will take your paint called Villa Green and you will paint a oval in the bottom left corner. Now you want this oval to be kind of unique with different kind of bumps and curves, and this is really up to you however you want it to look. Wait for the paint to dry before you start on your next oval. You will use the paint called Linen, and this oval will be horizontal and will go on top of the green oval that you had just painted. Wait for the paint to dry, and then the last paint that you will use is called Coral, and you will paint an oval in the bottom right corner and overlapping with the other ovals that you've already painted. Grab your leaf template that you should have already printed out beforehand, and you will take your scissors and just cut around the leaf just so that you are getting rid of any excess paper. Lay down the template in the middle of the ovals. You will then take a needle and start punching holes all around the outline of the leaf. I found that sometimes it was a little difficult to do this, especially when pulling the needle back up, and so I would suggest using two hands. That's really going to help, especially when the needle gets kind of slippery and you need a little more grip to pull the needle back up. I tried to space out each hole about 1/8 of an inch from one another. It doesn't have to be perfect, this is just kind of an estimate. Once you finish punching holes in the entire outline of the leaf, you will then remove the paper template, and all of those holes will now be the guides of where your stitches will go. Cut off a large piece of embroidery thread and then tie a knot at the end of it. You will then thread a needle with the embroidery thread, and then we will start stitching at the bottom of the leaf. Start by putting the needle in the back of the canvas, starting with that last hole that we poked. You're going to pull the needle all the way through, and then you'll take your needle and poke it back into your canvas on that next hole and pull it through from there. And now we are going to do a back stitch, and this is what you will use to create all of your stitches. You will go from the back of the canvas and you'll move to that next hole, poke your needle through, pull all the thread through the entire hole, and then you will move backwards, putting that needle into the hole behind it and pulling all of the embroidery thread through it. You will continue using those same steps where you will go from the back of the canvas, thread the needle through, and then going backwards into the hole behind it and pulling through again. You will continue to use that same stitch throughout the whole project. If you ever run out of embroidery thread, you'll want to make sure that you pull the thread through the back before tying a knot, and then adding more embroidery thread to your needle and starting again. Once you finish with the last stitch, you will turn your canvas over and tie a knot to secure the embroidery thread, and then your canvas is ready to be displayed. Thank you so much for watching this video. You can shop all of the supplies needed to make this project at craftsdirect.com/projects.